Hey there, brilliant minds. Welcome back to another exciting episode. Today we're diving into the world of a genius who didn't just revolutionize science, but also had a life filled with peculiar quirks and incredible secrets. Yes, we're talking about none other than Sir Isaac Newton, the legend himself. But wait, this isn't your ordinary Newton story. We're going way beyond the apple and gravity. Buckle up, because today I'm going to reveal some of the craziest, most surprising, and rarely known facts about Isaac Newton. Fact number 1. Did you know Newton was almost a farmer? Yep, that's right. Born into a farming family in 1643, young Isaac was expected to take over the family farm. Luckily for science and perhaps unluckily for the farm, Newton was terrible at farming. He found it dreadfully boring and was way more interested in reading books and observing nature. Eventually, his family realized this wasn't the right path for him, and off he went to Cambridge University, changing science forever. Moving on to fact number 2. Newton was obsessed with alchemy. Alchemy, for those who don't know, was a medieval practice where people tried turning ordinary metals into gold. Newton spent countless hours, days, even years attempting to uncover alchemical secrets. In fact, he wrote more pages on alchemy than he did on physics and mathematics combined. Can you imagine the father of physics secretly trying to brew gold? Pretty wild, right? Fact number 3. Newton once stuck a needle in his own eye on purpose. Yes, you heard me correctly. Newton was fascinated with optics and vision. To better understand how the eye perceives color, he actually performed experiments on himself, carefully inserting a blunt needle between his eye and the bone to alter the shape of his eyeball, just to see how it affected his vision. Talk about dedication or madness. And speaking of madness, here's fact number 4. Newton had an intense rivalry with scientist Robert Hooke. It wasn't just professional, it got incredibly personal. They argued bitterly over the nature of light and gravity. Newton despised Hooke so much that after Hooke's death, Newton allegedly destroyed the only authentic portrait of Hooke. Now, that's some serious beef in the science community. Fact number 5 is even stranger. Newton predicted the end of the world. Yep, Newton wasn't just interested in physics, he was also deeply religious and obsessed with biblical prophecy. By studying biblical texts, Newton predicted that the apocalypse would happen no earlier than 2060. Relax, though Newton himself admitted this was more to silence doomsday theorists of his day than a genuine prediction. Next up, fact number 6. Newton served as warden of England's Royal Mint, where he hunted down counterfeiters like a detective. That's right, the great scientist also served as a detective, tracking down criminals who forged coins and even disguising himself to secretly infiltrate London's underworld. Newton was so effective at this that he successfully prosecuted dozens of counterfeiters, sending some to the gallows. Who knew Newton had detective skills? Fact number 7 is a little spooky. Isaac Newton never married and was known for being socially awkward. He rarely laughed or joked, even with friends. Some historians suggest Newton's personality traits today would likely be categorized as Asperger's syndrome or somewhere on the autism spectrum. This makes Newton's achievements even more inspiring as he overcame personal challenges to revolutionize science. And speaking of personal quirks, here is fact number 8. Newton suffered from insomnia and frequently forgot to eat. He would often become so engrossed in his studies and experiments that he neglected basic needs, sometimes forgetting meals entirely or sleeping just a few hours a night. Apparently, genius like Newton's comes with some serious side effects. Fact number 9. Newton invented a cat door, sort of. The story goes that Newton had a cat that constantly interrupted him by scratching at the door. Tired of the distraction, he created an opening in the door so his cat could come and go freely. Though some historians debate the authenticity of this story, it showcases Newton as a practical inventor, always looking for creative solutions even for his pets. Finally, fact number 10. Newton's famous apple story isn't exactly how you think. Sure, an apple falling did inspire Newton, but not by hitting him on the head as commonly told. Newton himself recounted seeing an apple fall straight down, which sparked the question, why does it fall straight downward and not sideways or upwards? This curiosity eventually led him to formulate the universal law of gravitation. So, the apple did spark inspiration, but thankfully, no head injuries occurred. And there you have it, an incredible, somewhat crazy, and rarely known facts about Sir Isaac Newton. Clearly, his genius wasn't limited to apples and gravity alone. He was complex, eccentric, and undoubtedly one of the most fascinating figures in history. If you enjoyed exploring these hidden sides of history's greatest minds, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more exciting content. Let us know in the comments which fact surprised you the most, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.